Dick Wolf's TV Universe. A guide to the biggest and best crossover connections. All is fair in the Dick Wolf universe. After getting his start as a writer on Hill Street Blues in 1980s, the producer shot to superstardom when he created Law & Order in 1990. The TV giant has since helmed multiple Law & Order spin-offs, including the long-running series Law & Order: Special Victims Unit, which premiered in 1999, and Law & Order: Criminal Intent. Wolf then transported viewers from New York City to Chicago with the creation of Chicago Fire in 2012 and its spin-offs, Chicago PD, Chicago Med and Chicago Justice. Just when fans thought Wolf couldn't possibly have any more procedural drama ideas up his sleeves, he masterminded the FBI universe, which is made up of FBI, Most Wanted and FBI International. Over the years, eagle-eyed fans may have noticed that Wolf has a few favorite actors who have turned up on his series time and again, including Christopher Meloni. This is not including the full-show crossovers he does within the One Chicago universe and FBI realm. The Washington, D.C. native was an AUG member of the Law & Order SVU cast but departed in 2011. In a surprising turn of events, Meloni landed his own series Law & Order Organized Crime in 2021 inches, which he plays his same SVU character Detective Elliot Stabler. These two shows exist in the same universe, a fictional, very grounded universe. And we never forget that those other characters and those other stories exist. Wolf told The Wrap in April 2021 after fans watched Meloni reunite with Mariska Hargitay, who plays Detective Olivia Benson on SVU. And when we tell a story about Stabler in Benson's world or Benson in Stabler's world and things happen that affect their characters, we don't just forget about it. The executive producer continued. So it's both challenging and tantalizing from the point of view of story writing to make sure that you keep those things alive while the shows have their own identity, each of them. Meloni, for his part, told Entertainment Weekly in March 2021 that Wolf made him an offer he couldn't refuse, which led to him reprising the detective role and acting alongside Hargitay periodically on both shows. I was pleasantly surprised it played out as well as it did. Because, that's not how life shakes out, right? He told the outlet. You can have all the dreams you want, all the preconceived notions of how it's going to be. But I must say, the intervening decade was everything I could have hoped for. Meloni isn't the first actor to play the same role on multiple Wolf shows. Philip Winchester, for example, first popped up on Chicago PD as Peter Stone before making his way to Law & Order SVU in 2018. Actors such as Jeremy Sisto and Alana de la Garza made an impression on Law & Order in the early 2000s before joining forces on FBI more than a decade later. However, the two stars play completely different characters on the crime shows, and they aren't alone in the early 2000s before joining forces on FBI more than a decade later. However, the two stars play completely different characters on the crime shows, and they aren't alone in that category. Meloni portrayed Detective Elliot Stabler on Law & Order SVU for 12 seasons before exiting in 2011. He reprised the role as the star of Law & Order Organized Crime beginning in 2021. His relationship with former partner Olivia Benson, Hargitay, has been a central theme on the new show. Hargitay has been playing Detective Olivia Benson on Law & Order SVU since 1999. Benson has made multiple cameos on Law & Order Organized Crime alongside her former partner Stabler, Meloni, since its 2021 premiere. The cop has also crossed over to the One Chicago universe with appearances on Chicago PD. Detective Haley Upton, Spiridakos, joined the intelligence unit on Chicago PD in 2017 toward the end of Season 4. She was briefly featured on an episode of FBI in 2020 to assist in a drug case, but she quit.